Look up at the night sky, and the moon feels like a natural, permanent fixture of our solar system. But the physics of its orbit and its placement relative to Earth defy statistical probability. These anomalies are so extreme that they have fueled the spaceship moon and hollow moon hypotheses, the idea that our satellite was engineered or placed into its current orbit by design. Consider the mathematics of a total solar eclipse. The moon happens to be exactly 400 times smaller than the sun, and it sits exactly 400 times closer to Earth. This creates a flawless visual overlap in our sky, a symmetry that has no known parallel in the observed universe. Then there is tidal locking. The moon's rotational speed perfectly matches the time it takes to orbit our planet. Because these two rates synchronize completely, the moon keeps its far side permanently hidden from Earth's view. These compounded physical and mathematical coincidences form the foundation of a mystery that humanity has recorded since antiquity. To understand the origin of the spaceship moon theory, we have to look at early human history. Multiple distinct cultures maintain records of a time when there was no moon in the night sky. Ancient Greek philosophers, including Democritus and Anaxagoras, wrote about a period before the moon's existence. They referenced the Arcadian Proselines, a civilization whose name translates to those that were before the moon. Thousands of miles away in Africa, Zulu mythology recounts a legend of two extraterrestrial beings who brought a hollowed-out, egg-like object from far away and rolled it into Earth's orbit. These globally distinct traditions share strikingly similar accounts. They describe the moon as an introduced object whose arrival coincided with radical shifts in Earth's environment and atmosphere. Fast forward to 1969. The Apollo 11 mission marked humanity's first direct contact with the lunar surface. During that surface walk, there were 2 minutes of radio silence. According to researchers and alleged intercepts, the astronauts switched to an encrypted medical line to report that massive, unknown spacecraft were lined up on the far side of a crater edge. Maurice Chatelain, the former chief of NASA Communication Systems, later stated that extraterrestrial vehicles routinely monitored the Apollo missions, claiming the encounters were common knowledge within the agency. The investigation expanded beyond the radio blackouts into official NASA photography. Independent analysts identified massive, miles-high structures on the surface, including a geometric obelisk dubbed the Shard and a towering spire called the Castle. In orbital photographs, researchers mapped rectilinear patterns sprawling across the terrain. Instead of random natural craters, these grid-like layouts resemble the regular geometry of ruined cities. On the ground, the astronauts experienced highly unusual physical resistance. When they attempted to drill core samples, they hit a wall. Their tools deflected off a tough, titanium-rich crust hidden just beneath the gray dust. Between the redacted audio feeds, the geometric photographic anomalies, and a surface that resisted exploration, the Apollo data revealed a world that behaved less like a natural satellite and more like an engineered structure. To measure the internal composition of the moon, NASA initiated the Apollo Passive Seismic Experiment. They deliberately crashed ascent modules and spent rockets directly into the lunar surface. The Apollo 12 impact yielded a shocking result. The moon did not absorb the shock. The seismic equipment recorded vibrations lasting for nearly an hour. NASA repeated the test with the Apollo 13 rocket stage. This page from the Apollo report shows seismogram recordings of Velia's lunar impacts. The vibrations caused the moon to ring like a gong for over 3 hours. Looking at the amplitude and duration data on this axis, the shock waves didn't dissipate. The acoustic data indicated the seismic waves were traveling through a uniquely uniform medium, or a lack of a dense planetary core. This empirical seismic data forced even mainstream scientists to confront a startling possibility that the moon might lack a solid interior. Today, modern science offers a natural explanation. Astrophysicists maintain the moon's crust is incredibly dry and rigid, which prevents seismic energy from dissipating quickly. Here on Earth, oceans and a liquid mantle act as shock absorbers. The moon's lack of liquid water acting as a dampener allows those vibrations to bounce back and forth through the rock uninterrupted. Yet, even with this explanation, the lunar interior continues to puzzle researchers. Phenomena like deep moonquake nests and unexplained high-frequency signals lack a definitive source. We contrast our modern scientific confidence with an enduring human intuition. Across millennia, civilizations have looked up and felt that the moon is a silent, anomalous companion stationed over our planet. Whether it is a bizarre quirk of astrophysics or a hollowed-out relic of an ancient intelligence, the moon remains an anomalous presence that continues to resist a single, unified explanation.